Hello and happy Flip It Friday. My cats are wanting to get in on the action. They're both running up behind me and the enthusiasm is starting. I am Beth Myers, a Law of Attraction empowerment coach, mentor, and speaker of Arrival Coaching. And I am your host today for Flip It Friday, where we take the lyrics of songs each week and flip them upside down, turn them upside down to look at them a little bit deeper with the meaning that they have for our lives. So I invite you to join the conversation, invite people that you know to join in on the conversation, whether it's live or whether it's the recorded version. Feel free to make your comments and ask questions because it truly is a conversation. And I invite you to participate each week Friday at noon Eastern Time. So today's song is called The 7 Habits, and it's by Jannah Bolin. And she is a very talented middle school student who wrote and recorded this song. And it is to Adele's, one of her songs, the music. And it just really caught my eye because of some things that were going on for me as well. And the music really helps bring that energy forth to the 7 habits of highly effective people. So I see that Kyle has joined. Kyle, thank you so much for being here. Glad that you are here. And Kim is here under my account, I believe. Happy Friday. And so the word, you might be wondering what the empowerment word is for this week. The empowerment word is leadership. So we're going to dive deeper into how the 7 Habits song connects with leadership and bringing forth that leader that is in each of us, that's waiting to come forth, that's already there, but waiting to be even enhanced even more. So hi, Kyle. So glad that you are here again. Alrighty. So, as part of the Thrive movement that I have, one of the things that I like to do is post on Monday on my Facebook page a song that brings that energy to the empowerment word. And again, this week's word is leadership. Next week, it'll be a word that begins with the letter M. And we just go through the alphabet and do a musical musings. On Wednesday, I post the lyrics for that particular song and my takeaways from reading the lyrics and listening to the song and connecting it deeper to the word for the week. And the empowerment word again is leadership. So feel free to add your comments, make it a conversation. I'm going to ask some questions today, and I hope that you'll play and have some fun today. So with the song, The 7 Habits, my favorite line in the song is, "You keep me knowing that I can have it all. With the 7 habits, you will be a leader." And that is so very, very true. And, you know, back in my very beginnings of my personal development growth, I can remember sitting on the beach. I believe it was in, Bethany Beach in Maryland, and sitting and reading this book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. And I have read it many times, gone back to it, refreshed and renewed my energy towards working toward those 7 habits and making sure that they're incorporated in my life. And I love that his son, Sean Covey, has a book as well called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. And the middle school where I will be doing a presentation to their middle schoolers, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, they're actually studying that book and bringing forth those 7 habits within their school. And that just really reminded me of the importance that each of us has to be that leader, to be that person who comes forth with the unique gifts that each of us has as only we can bring it forth in the world, and being able to step into that light and that leadership role. So in looking at the ways that we can have it all, when we really focus on the things that are most important to help us reach that goal. So I'd like to take a few minutes to just share some of the things that were impactful for me in going back and reviewing the 7 habits. I know they even have a curriculum for kids, the 7 habits of happy kids, which I found a little bit more investigating. So one of the things is we are all leaders, and we are born to be them because we show up in our own unique way. There's no one like Kyle. There's no one like Kim. There's no one like Beth. There's no one like Kathy that can show up in this world and bring forth the gifts, the talents, the experiences, both the dark and the light that we've had, to be that leader. And we don't serve others when we're not showing up as that leader. And I'm not talking about, being the leader of a country or being the leader in a dance competition or being a leader in, let's say, a reality show. So one of the things that I'm talking about is how to be a leader in your life each and every day. And that can be with your kids, if you're a parent. It can be with your students, if you're a teacher. It could be in your community and how you show leadership by committing and being a part of your community. So those are some things to keep in mind about the roles that you play and how you're showing leadership in each of those roles. Is it in your career? Is it in your business? As a coach, how are you being a leader? How are you stepping up and putting yourself out there to share that vulnerability, share that rawness that's there that makes you unique in your experience, but yet touches that heart of someone else who's listening, who's following and being inspired by you. That's one of the things that we can embrace and share, as well as the successes, and encouraging others to do the same. Because as leaders, we not only embrace those successes, but those learning opportunities that we have along the way, the things that haven't gone so well. This week was one of those weeks for me. It was one of those dips of, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And a lot of tears and that desperation of, oh my gosh. And Lisa Nichols talks about it as a disruption. It's really just disruption to help you break through into that next level that's going to help you to be able to be that leader and to bring forth your gifts in the world. So I'm grateful for the disruption that has been created and that I've moved past and be able to not stand in that and wallow in that because I'm choosing to show up empowered as opposed to being stuck in what has occurred or where I was feeling those uncomfortable emotions, those lower vibrating emotions. So we all have choices. That's another thing that the 7 habits teaches us. We can choose to be reactive or we can choose to be proactive. We can certainly react to the experience that we're having and the emotions that we're having and feel that. There's nothing wrong with feeling those emotions that we have. That's a God-given gift that we have of experiencing emotions. But one of the things that's really important is being able to make that conscious choice to not stay there, to not stay stuck there, to not keep playing small, to not wallow in your sorrow or feeling like, oh, poor me. It's being able to say, okay, what is it that I want? Keeping that destination in mind and choosing a different path, choosing a strategy that can help you and assist you in raising that vibration. Those are the kinds of things that we always have at our disposal, choice. You can choose to be proactive or you can choose to be reactive, your choice. So the next thing that was made in my awareness from listening to this song and revisiting the 7 habits of highly effective people is we're all on this journey in life, and we can either choose to thrive or we can choose to just survive. And part of the Thrive movement that I've started is helping people be connected with others who can help them to thrive in their life and who have been those leaders that help model that, and to be a model and be a leader in that field to be able to thrive. So an interview that I did this week and was posted yesterday for the Thrive movement for Thrive Thursday was with an amazing woman, mother, coach, singer, songwriter. She has so many careers, and she brings forth this gift of helping people that are foster parents and parents that have adopted children, and bringing forth that gift of love and passion to affect one person at a time and multiple people at a time, and assist them on their journey to thrive. Kyle is saying, know that we are free. We are free to make choices, always. Thank you for your sharing, Beth. You're very welcome, Kyle, and thank you for affirming that important thing that we need to remember. Kim is saying, under my account, we all need to be reminded not to get stuck. One of my favorite books that was one that I shared with students at school was about feelings. And one of the pictures was them stepping in bubble gum that had melted and was all sticky on the pavement. And the person had stepped in it. And then they're, pulling their foot up and trying to get that off and rubbing it on the sidewalk, trying to remove it from their foot. And talking with kids and people, adults, to say, you have that choice. You have that choice not to be stuck to that experience, not to be stuck in that emotion. And it's what you do with that emotion, what it propels you to make a decision to do, is what the lesson is, and that you have that choice, or you can choose to stay stuck there. So a question for you today is, what are your priorities for today? What are you really wanting to bring forth today? What's on that to-do list that you have, but that's one of your highest priorities? I'd love for you to share that in the comments, whether you're watching this live or you're listening to the replay. What is your priority for today? The next question I have for you to consider about leadership is, what is your role in leadership in your job, your career, your family, your community, with your friends, with your tribe? What is your role in leadership? How do you want to show up as that leader? The next one is to seek first to understand, and then to be understood. One of the pictures that I really that I was just reminded of in the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is the picture of the old woman and the young woman, and recognizing it's about perspective and what you see. We all see different things. We all have different experiences. And to really listen with compassion and with empathy to others as they share what their perspective is helps you to understand where they are, and then may give you clues of how to support them, how you can bring forth maybe your message of what you want to share. Collaboration, not competition. Cooperation, not competition. We see so much in our world that's competitive, and there's a place for that. We can have fun with it, enjoy it, but the piece to keep in mind is that when we collaborate, when we cooperate, when we look for that win-win solution, we all win. We all find a way to grow and to learn. And so I love that premise that Stephen Covey brought forth in his book and continues to be brought forth is being able to have that opportunity to collaborate. Hey Larry, so glad that you're joining in today. Welcome, welcome to Flip It Friday. You also, the last of the 7 habits is to sharpen your saw. What are you doing today to sharpen your saw, to take care of yourself? Because we can't take care of others if we're not taking care of ourselves. And we can't be that leader that is brought forth without taking care of ourselves. So my list this morning was to get on the exercise bike, to do some strength training, and to drink lots of water. And I can successfully say that that's what I did this morning before doing Flip It Friday today and doing some of the other tasks on my list for today. So what's yours? What are some of the things that are on your list today to take care of you and sharpen the saw? Hey Lynn, so glad that you're joining in today as well. Thank you, thank you. We're talking about leadership, and we're connecting it with the song by Jannah Bolin, The 7 Habits, and connecting it back to Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I'd like to share right now one of the things that we can do and be leaders and join a movement that can help you to thrive and not just survive. Lynn, I'm glad to hear that you're eating a healthy stir fry at the Orchard. Oh, that reminds me, I love the Orchard and I love their fresh tasting organic food. And that's on my to-do list for in the future, is to go and enjoy a wonderful meal with some friends at the Orchard. So you enjoy yourself there today. So my friend Kim out in California had started a positivity challenge, and she's a leader and she helps me learn and grow all the time. And she started a challenge, kind of like the ALS bucket challenge that people had been doing a while back. And her challenge is called the 5-Minute Positivity Challenge, hashtag 5-Minute Positivity Challenge. And I'll put that in the chat later if that's something that you desire to do one of your own. You can either write it in Facebook, you can do a live video, Facebook live video, or do a video and upload it and record it to have it to share. But when you do it, do hashtag 5-Minute Positivity Challenge. And I'm going to do, for the remaining portion of our time today, I'm going to call out some people. I'm only going to use first names because I don't want to make somebody feel uncomfortable that maybe is not comfortable having their full name brought out publicly. Because, you know, some of us are more shy and don't like that public recognition as much, and others are okay with that. So one of the things that I'm going to do is just spend the next 5 minutes being able to share some positivity that really helps to raise my vibration, that I'm so grateful for. And who knows, your name might be mentioned as one of those people that is on my positivity list and my gratitude list, because that really can help us move through our day and encourage other people to focus on being proactive and focus on what is right in the world and what is right in your world, and causes you to feel more positive. So before we do that, Kyle's saying, yes, self-care for me, meditating and focusing on humor and fun are big, and also drinking lots of water for sure. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. And Kyle, I'm going to start with you. Kyle, I appreciate you joining in on Flip It Fridays and commenting and sharing your wealth of knowledge and your positive energy. You are one of the most positive people that I enjoy seeing your love and energy in emails and on Facebook. So thank you. Nori, I'm so glad that you're joining in here today. I love what you're doing with vision boards and helping people recognize that by putting out their desires in visual form, it really can help bring that energy of what is desired back to us. So way to go, girl. Thank you. And Larry, I love your leadership not only in the community, but I love the leadership that I got to be a part of, and the energy and the welcoming that you always created in your building and working with you and the staff. Thank you for your leadership, and I just am so blessed to have learned from you. Kim, I appreciate your leadership and how you just take it upon yourself to always be supporting me and setting up the technology for Flip It Fridays and always being there for me in tears and in joy and celebration. I love the collaboration that Susan is creating with her group, Partners at Play, and the energy that is being created with people as leaders creating together. Because when we can do that together and collaborate, we affect and help so many people. I appreciate Cheryl's leadership and her energy that she brought to bring forth the joy and the excitement of every day, and that character does count, and the importance of that and acknowledging that. I appreciate Kim for doing the positivity challenge and showing the energy that can be created when she had somebody with her on a split screen, being able to show him raising his vibration by sharing all of the things that he was grateful for and being having positive in his life. I'm grateful for sitting out on my deck last night and eating a lovely dinner and looking up at the sky and seeing the blue and the pinks and the white clouds and just being grateful to be able to work from home. I enjoyed my outdoor office yesterday, sitting under a shade tree in a recliner, doing my work and seeing the butterfly go by, reminding us of the shifts and changes that we're always making in our life. I am so grateful for family and being connected to such a loving and giving family and the beauty that they share. Sue, I appreciate your beautiful pictures from Ireland and showing us parts of the world and a piece of your day with the beauty of the people and the landscape in Ireland. And I just am so grateful for all the hearts and the love that's being shared here today and the energy. I just, that's the beauty of technology, even though it can be challenging at times, the ability to offer all of us to be together in this space with technology just blows my mind. I just so appreciate that. I appreciate the leaders that I'm learning from. I appreciated Lisa's message today on her Prosperity Power Jam and encouraging us to play not small, but to go big and to do that in our own unique way and bring forth our message. That just was inspiring to me. I appreciate Christy's vulnerability and rawness in sharing this week in a group. I just appreciate my kitty cats. I love them, Ganip and Ganop. They bring me so much joy, and it is so much fun to curl up with them and take little naps in the middle of the afternoon if I so desire, and if they are desiring to, which they usually do. So I just am grateful for friends like Lynn, and Lynn joining you in promoting kids stepping into their realness, and they're embracing the anxiety and embracing the excitement that can come from embracing all of those emotions to help us grow and come forward. I appreciate friends that I haven't seen in a really long time, but had such fun connecting with them recently, whether that be Tammy or Kathy or Patty or John or Jan or Peggy. I just appreciate the connections that we have, and knowing that even though we haven't seen each other for a really long time, that we can pick back up where we left off and share and experience one another and celebrate the joys and talk about the despair or the hard spots that we've moved through, and be able to celebrate that we have another day to share together and that we're doing that in that moment. I appreciate seeing the pictures that people post on Facebook that share their journeys and their experiences and the joys that they have. That just lights me up. And that's what's in my newsfeed. That's what's in my newsfeed, not the negativity and not the staying focused on the things that we don't want. I have things in my newsfeed that just remind me of the joy that's there each and every day. So that has been 5 minutes, and we've gone 5 minutes over today than what we normally do on Flip It Friday, because I want you to think about how can you share this positivity that you experience each and every day. Be that leader. Show up as that leader and show that leadership. Whether you do it in person with people, whether you're sending them messages, maybe you choose 5 people today that you're going to share how much they mean to you. Take that time, share that gratitude, and know that you are being that leader and that maybe they will pass that on. And it becomes this ripple effect, just like this 5-minute positivity challenge, hashtag 5-minute positivity challenge, and share yours on Facebook too. I invite you to connect with me, Beth, at arrivalcoaching.com, if I can serve you in another way and support you on your journey to thrive, not just to survive. And until next week, have a fabulous Friday and a fabulous weekend. Take care.